would like it, or tell you how you can do it yourself at home with a
We're in
wand
school
or by yourself,
and
or
a spicy
showing you how
and
you can do external stretches
pure
as well.
spectrum meeting.
You definitely
Partner
should be
meeting.
doing a lot of.
Hey gang, welcome back to my channel. I don't even know what I was really gonna say. I'm making hot matcha. Last night when I was going to bed, sorry, you can't even see me. I was going to bed, I had such bad like allergy drainage down my throat, so I took an extra allergy pill. But when I woke up this morning, like that part of my throat is still irritated, and I can feel like my body is trying to protect itself and put, made some phlegmies back there. So it like, like I can swallow and not be like, ew, there's phlegm in my throat. Like you don't feel it. And like when I cough, you don't feel that there's the phlegm, barely, because nothing's gonna get coughed up. But it's like so sharp back there, it feels like it like cuts up my throat. So I'm making me hot matcha today. I've been just drinking like my iced coffee on the weekend. But today I was like, no, we're gonna have to do something else, because I want something hot. And I don't really have any good tea bags right now. I want to get some spearmint tea, because that's supposed to help with hormonal acne, which I've been getting a lot of. I think I talked about that in my last video, that I started taking the spironolactone again, which is just a pill that, it's a prescription that blocks what your hormones are doing to your skin, so it helps hormonal acne, female pattern hair loss, abnormal hair growth, like PCOS people that'll get it on their chin and things. So I've been taking that, and my acne's been a lot better. I have these like 2 pimples here. They look so bad, but they're not even, like, it's barely even puffed up. I don't know why they're so like angry looking. And oh, I wanted to show you, I don't think I showed you when I got this, but I got this brand new shirt. It's from Olive Lynn, and it says treasure the little things, and she draws all her little designs. And then right when I got it, I just cut the neck off. And then me and my mom went and got these yesterday, the little mommy turtle and the baby turtle. I love them. I think they're so cute. And then mom wanted the little bubbles to be hearts, so we got little hearts on there. I went to Trader Joe's yesterday. I don't think my stuff's in here, but I kind of wanted to show you. I got some new frozen things. Come on, Beanie. Okay, you're sitting on the workbench. Let me see. Oh, so I have been buying these, but I bought the black bean and cheese ones, and they came out with chicken ones. So we're gonna try these. Never had them before. I think they're new because I've never seen them. They were over by the black bean ones, but my Trader Joe's only ever had the black bean. So tell me if you think they're new or not. And then, where did the thing? I've got this before. It's really, really good. But it's the ginger shrimp lo mein. And you just, it has everything in here. The shrimp and the sauce are in a separate packet, so you kind of put those in cold water to thaw them first. And then everything goes in like a big skillet pan, and that's how you cook it all together. It's really good. And I also got a thing of, shoot, what was it called? It's like chicken chow mein, but I don't think that's out here. Maybe that's in the other freezer. But I've never had that before, so that was something new for me to try. I don't know if it's necessarily new for them, but come on, Howie. Here it is. Here it is. I don't know if this is new either, but I've never seen it and never had it, so we tried it. And then I also got, which I've had them before. I don't even know where those are at. But I got little matcha mochi, little green tea matcha mochi, and these, the best. These are the best instant ramen cups. I like this one. They have a spicy miso too, and then the chicken. The chicken one is probably my favorite, but like the last 3 times I've gone, they don't have. These two, these are one of my favorite things to eat when I don't feel good and don't feel like eating anything but need to eat something to take medicine. There's Beanie. Because they're pretty plain, but it still has like that little bit of sweetness. So I really like having these. You can have like a little handful and then be able to take your medicine. And then something else I always get are these. These are so good. And yes, it says gluten-free, but don't be scared if you don't usually eat gluten-free things, because they are just the best chocolate chip cookies ever. They don't taste stale or weird or anything. Like, there are gluten-free, but they're really, 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 really good. And then I get these a lot too. Milk chocolate covered mini pretzels. They're so good. I like to just bring a couple after my lunch at work, so then you can have your little sweet treat. Oh, and look at this. They had these again. For the longest time, these were gone, and they said they were discontinued. But these are so good. Okay, so what they are is a mixed bag of chips. So you have a salt and vinegar chip, dill pickle chip, ketchup, and barbecue chip. And there's all those different chips are in one bag. They're so good. I love these so much. I just also got these like Cheeto type thingies. They're really good too. I like them. Just kind of a healthier option than like normal Cheetos. And then I also got, I took them out of the box, so they're in here, but they're the sour cream glazed donuts. So good. And then I also got another thing of the cold brew that I use to make my coffees. I just put whipped cream in there, and he knows the sound of the can, so gotta give him a little bit. Hello, vlog. My goodness. Boy, do I have to update you. First, look what's on Amazon Prime today. I can't zoom in and I can't flip the camera around, but it's the season 5 of The Chosen. Okay. Oh, maybe I should just hold it up. There he is. I'm so excited. I think I'm gonna start watching it. Because usually me and my mom will watch it together. Oops, sorry, you're just like sitting on my blanket. But since it came out today, we didn't watch it today because I haven't been feeling good. But, and then next weekend my grandpa's coming to visit, so we're not gonna be able to watch it, probably. But, yesterday, I had the worst, sorry, camera's over there. I'm like looking at the button. I had like the worst episode I've had, from like my prescriptions. I've tried like every single type of prescription for my endometriosis, and all of them give me just weird side effects. I'm just one of those people that like all the any type of medicine really, like prescription, and my body's just like I'm gonna have a funny thingy with it. Like if you watched my video a while ago about like the antidepressants I was taking, those threw me through a weird loop too, and I was finally, I'm like, you know what, like they were making me scared of things that weren't real and having anxiety, which I didn't ever have before. And I was like, you know what, I would just rather be sad about my illness and knowing that that's real than scared of stuff that's not real, you know, and it's helping me not be sad. So I stopped taking those. That was over a year ago. And then one of the other drugs I had taken that was a really weird side effects was MYOBI, which is one of the menopause pills. It and Oralissa did weird stuff to me. Oralissa gave me really weird anxiety too. MYOBI made my blood pressure really high. I never felt weird, but when I would go to the doctor and like they check your blood pressure, it was always high, like 160 something over 100. Like, I'm 25, shouldn't be that high like that. But I never felt weird. So they were like, well, your blood pressure's too high, we have to take you off of it. So I was like, okay, whatever. Which is kind of a bummer because that was the one that kind of helped. Like, I noticed it helping. So anyway, flash forward to this Agestin pill that I've been taking. I was on the 5 milligrams, and then we upped it to the 10 milligrams because the 5 wasn't really helping with my pain. Like, they always help at the beginning, and then it slowly stops. It's like my pain overcomes it, and it's like, oh nope, we're back, and then it comes back worse. And then if I up it or try something else, it like helps a little bit, and then it all comes back worse. But so I had upped it, and ever since I upped it, like probably 2 weeks ago, I just felt weird. And like you couldn't really like pinpoint it. It wasn't like, oh, I'm nauseous. Like, it was, all of it was just a little tinge of each thing. It was like I had a tinge of headache, I had a tinge of nausea, tinge of body aches, like all these symptoms. And it was like, I can't really pinpoint what's wrong. It's like, I just know I don't feel good. So then yesterday, all of a sudden I'm sitting on the couch, I have my iPad, I'm doing my homework, I'm just sitting there. I had been in a little bit of pain, so sorry, I have like really bad allergies and it's giving me such a tickle. That's what this is for. But so I was just sitting on the couch, and all of a sudden my heart like just starts beating. Oh, I was saying I was in kind of a bit of pain, so I took one of my CBD gummies. So like that was like, I was so relaxed from taking that, because that's what it does, and that it helps my pain so much. So I was just sitting on the couch, relaxed, doing my homework. All of a sudden my heart starts like beating out of my chest, and then so I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, like it's okay, you're fine. And I'm like trying to just breathe in through my nose, out through my mouth, and like it wouldn't stop. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And then I started feeling I was gonna pass out, so I'm like, okay, I need to lay on the floor. So I'm laying on the floor, and I still feel like my vision's weird. So I put my legs up, trying to get the blood to come back to my head. And I lay there probably close to 2 hours. I was on the floor, and it just like, it would kind of, the anxiety would come back up, and then like my heart rate would be up, and it got up to 149. I think it got higher than that, but I mean, I was so out of it. My mom had put the little pulse ox thing on my finger to watch it, and like we were gonna go to the emergency room, and we had the car running and everything, because I tried to sit up, and then everything was like so dizzy, and like I couldn't even get up off the ground. And the weirdest thing was, because since I was hot and I felt like I was gonna pass out, I had like put my arms out like this on the tile to try and get cold, and like these hands, I was losing all the feeling up my arm. Like it was starting here and losing the feeling, and it felt like the muscles in my hands and stuff were gonna like cringe up, like you're gonna have a seizure. That's what it felt like was gonna happen. And I was so scared. Like it was so scary sitting there. I literally felt like I was going to die. I'm like, okay, this is how I'm gonna die. I'm gonna have some type of seizure, you know, and like my body's under so much stress. It's been under so much stress from school, from my illness, and now it's from this drug that's like stressing my body out. So I had lay there for a while. We were gonna go to the emergency room, but then I was able to sit up, and then I felt like I was gonna throw up. But I had only eaten like a couple hours before that. Like I only ate one thing. I had a little taco, my leftovers from the day before. So I felt like I was gonna throw up. So like when I sat up, and then I felt like I didn't feel like I was gonna pass out again, I scooted on my butt all the way to the bathroom, and I sat in there for like another like 2 hours. Like I was just sitting on the floor for hours. And then that's why I have my watch on, because I've been tracking my heart rate for the last day, so yesterday and then the night. And then I was so tired after that, because you know you have all this like built up thing. So when it finally faded away, I just wanted to go to bed. But then when I was trying to go to bed, I was like, I'm not taking any of my normal pills at nighttime, because I was supposed to take another dose of the Addict. I'm supposed to take one in the morning and at nighttime. I'm like, I'm not taking that again. I don't even want to take any of my other pills, which I should have taken my gabapentin, because my nerve pain got so bad last night and today until like noon. when I took my other gabapentin, and then I took 4 ibuprofen. It was so bad. I couldn't sleep. I didn't sleep at all last night. Every hour I was waking up. Like, my mom said she came and she was gonna check on me at 11:02, and she goes, "Oh, your door was closed." And I was like, "Oh, well, I got up at 11:10." And then I went back, tried to go back to bed, and then I got up again at 11:50. And then I think I slept from like maybe 1:30 to 2 to like 4 o'clock. And then so the rest of the day I've just been laying in bed doing nothing, trying to sleep, but I couldn't because all the nerve pain was still there. So today I really just rested. I did work on my homework. I got some of that stuff I wanted to get done for the week. But I'm just like, I was really sad about it yesterday, and I was trying not to cry because I know that just, that makes everything worse. But I was just upset because this is the last like medication really for me to try. I've tried everything else. So this was pretty much it. The only other option for me is to have a hysterectomy, but my doctor was saying she doesn't know if that would really even help my pain because she thinks a lot of it is like embedded in my pelvic floor muscles. So I'm looking into, because I was going to pelvic floor physical therapy, and it helped me the most when I was going every week, but it's really expensive. It's like about $100 a time, so that'd be $400 a month. So it's like, that's my car payment, and that's with my insurance, so it's just really expensive for me to go. So I was looking into getting it's the brand Intimate Rose, and they sell pelvic wands, so you can do that at home. You can do the physical therapy part at home, and then I can do like my exercises that I do already. I think I'm gonna do that to try and help myself, because then you can do it. It says you can do it 1 to 2 times a day, so then that way at least I could try and do it every day, if not just like a couple times a week, or even just once a week like I was going to go see my physical therapist for. But it just kind of sucks because it's like, man, that was the last thing. And then I thought it was helping, but then when you have to go up, oh, that's something I found out today too, because I was doing a little bit of research, and the medication I'm on, the Agestin, the generic for it is norethadone. I don't know if I'm saying that right. All the birth control names, I don't know how to say them, but it's norethadone, and that's also in my Fembry. But my Fembry, the strength is only 0.5 milligrams. I was taking 5 milligrams, so that's 10 times the amount that's in the my Fembry. And then we upped it to 10 milligrams. That's 20 times the amount that's in one of the my Fembry pills. So I was like, no wonder I felt so bad, because the my Fembry was what gave me that really high blood pressure and heart rate and things. But I never felt weird. But this, since it's so much stronger, I had all the heart rate and everything problems and felt bad. So, that's where we're at with the medicine. I had already messaged my doctor, over the weekend, because I knew she's not gonna see it till tomorrow. Tomorrow's Monday. This is Sunday. But I sent it to her to tell her I'm gonna stop taking that medicine. My follow-up's not until July. So, I don't really know what we'll talk about there, but also, I don't think I talked about it on here, but I had an ingrown toenail. Last week was rough, man. I had an ingrown toenail. I could barely even walk on him. He's doing a lot better now, but since I've been putting peroxide on it every day, he's really dry, but I can actually push on it now, and it's okay. So I think tomorrow I might be able to wear normal shoes to work. They were letting me wear my Birkenstocks, which I'm so grateful for, because I don't think, like, when I put that shoe on last week, my Hoka, the normal ones I wear to work, it hurt so bad. Every step, like, my toe barely touched the top of it. Oh my gosh, it hurt so bad. I couldn't even put this toe, my Tootsie, under the covers in my bed. Like, if it touched anything, oh my gosh, it hurt so bad. So I'm so glad they let me wear my Birkenstocks, because if I couldn't do that, and I had to wear my other shoes, I don't even know if I could go to work. I know if I did, my toenail would have gotten so much worse, and I probably would have had to have surgery on him. But he's doing a lot better. So, praise God. Thank you. I was having such a rough week last week because one of my assignments for school, I got a complete 0 on. That's never happened to me before. And so it brought my grade down. So now I'm failing that class. Never have failed a class before in my life. I was so mad at myself for that. So I'm hoping I may still pass this class by the skin of my teeth. We're trying. But if I do fail, that I've never failed a class before, that'll be the first one. So I've kind of gotten over it in my noggin, because I was really beating myself up about that. So that was one last week. Then I couldn't get stuff to work for my school either, so I had to call the tech support. And like whenever stuff like that happens, that's like the last resort for me, is to call them. So I like do all my troubleshooting before, do it myself, and then I'll call them if it doesn't work. But like, so that really just, I don't know, it just bothers me when you have problems with the stuff and then it's like due the next day and you have all these problems doing it. So that was that. Then I was just feeling so sick and drained, which I think is from that medicine. So hopefully I'll start feeling better and like more energized as I get farther away from taking it. So I just felt so sick. Then I had my toe, and so I was dealing with that the whole week, and I had a lot of pain, like just my abdominal, headaches, nausea. That was all like the normal stuff, but it was like all of it piling together. It was just so much on me, and I was like, God, please give me a break. And then I was just getting mad at him over the little things because it was just all adding up. I'm like, God, I'm so mad. Why are you letting me have this ingrown toenail? I have so much other pain. Please, like, you can heal it. Just heal it. Just take it away, like, instantly. Come on. So I was like mad at him because of that. I know it sounds silly, but it's like when stuff like that happens to me and it just like builds up. And then, so on Friday, I woke up and I just felt dead. I was like, oh my gosh, I am so tired, so drained. But I was like, it's okay. I only have to work 4 hours today. Let's go to work. And then me and my mom were supposed to get my tattoo at the end of the day. So normally when I have real bad flare-ups, like, it only lasts a couple hours. So that's what I was counting on when I went to work. I'm like, hey, it'll go away. It didn't go away. It like went down, but like it stayed there. And then so I was like, Mom, she goes, we don't have to go to Trader Joe's, but I was like, I need to go to Trader Joe's because I don't have anything for lunches next week and stuff. So we went to Trader Joe's, went and ate lunch. I felt okay. And then we went and got boba. I didn't even drink my drink because I started feeling so bad. And then we were going to go get the tattoo, and I already felt like I was going to throw up and pass out. My mom's like, do you want to cancel? I'm like, no, it's like literally our appointment's in 20 minutes. I would feel so bad if I canceled. They're not going to understand. Like, no one's going to understand what I'm going through. You know, you have to explain everything. So we went there, and I fought it, and I was so scared that, because, like, I have tattoos in my foot. So it's like, they don't bother me. But like since everything else was going on, I'm like, please don't pass out. Don't have a seizure or something like that. Don't do that, please. Made it through, it was fine. Then Saturday, that's when the big episode happened. So it was like, oh my gosh, this week was just draining. Hopefully this next week is gonna be good. I'm really hoping I don't have to call out tomorrow. I'm already going late for my school, which I always go on Mondays. I go to work late for my school. I hate this. But I'm just hoping I feel good enough to go tomorrow and we don't have any more episodes. But we will see. I see the timer on here is 18 minutes. I'm just yapping. But that was the update.
Listen carefully, because I'm going to tell you what is about to happen. In a little while, you will not see me. For in this world, you will have tribulation. But take heart. I have overcome the world.
Also, something that I had wanted to add about my story about my episode I was having on Saturday. My throat's getting worse from coughing. But while I was laying there and I felt like I was gonna go into having like a seizure, like it felt like my muscles were gonna start cramping up, I just started repeating Psalm 23 out loud. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me to lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. He restores my soul. I just kept saying the whole verse, or the whole, technically chapter, I guess, over and over again. And it was weird. Let me see if I can save here. Sorry, I'm like on my iPad. But like I was telling you, the feeling was leaving from here and like going up here, getting numb. And then when I started saying Psalm 23, it felt like it came from my heart and radiated back out, giving me my feeling back. And it literally, I'm gonna cry because I'm watching the Chosen, and it just reminds me of all this. That's why I wanted to come back on and say it. But the feeling I felt laying there was like, I really felt like I was in between dying and being alive. And it almost felt like God saying, not necessarily enjoy the pain, but it was like, soak it in, because it's not going to be there much longer. Like, I've been seeing so many things about people having dreams about the rapture and Jesus's return and everything, and it seemed like that was the message I was getting in that, was like, not to enjoy the pain, but you won't have any of that in heaven, you know. You won't have the sadness, you won't have the pain, the tears. It'll all be happy. So it's not necessarily to enjoy, you know what I mean, but experience it while you're here, because it'll be gone soon. That was the feeling I had, so clear in it. And I just wanted to share that because, like I showed in the little Chosen clip, how Jesus was saying, you will have tribulation in the world, but fear not, because I have overcome the world, which is so true. He goes with us through everything, and he loves us so much. And like, you can even see, like, Jonathan Rumi does such a good job at playing Jesus. Like, that's exactly how I would think he would be. And for him to sit there and be thinking about the pain people are going through, like, he's thinking about you, he's thinking about all of us, and he sits there and he's crying because he feels it with you, and he's upset that we have to go through it. But that's why he died for us, so we can be with him forever in heaven without having any pain. And I can't wait for that. That was another feeling I had after everything had calmed down. It was so weird. I was talking to Howie. Like, I always talk to him. I talk to him like he's a person. But I was telling him, Minnie, are you ready for Jesus to come? And, like, before I could even think, out of my mouth it came, I miss Jesus. It was like I never thought about that or said it before, but it came out before I could even think it. It was like it wasn't my words. But then I was thinking about it, and I do miss Jesus, you know? But it's like, it's almost like it feels like, oh, I miss him. But it's almost like, you know, if you had a family member you haven't seen in a long time, but you know they're gonna come out next weekend, like, you know, that's what it feels like. It feels like you're anticipating the return, you know what I mean? Like, obviously nobody knows the day or the hour. It says that in the Bible, but it feels so close to me. And I've never felt like this before. And it makes me so happy. But it also, you can feel the sorrow that Jesus would feel, because there's so many people that are gonna think, I know him, like, I love Jesus, you know, and he's gonna tell them, depart from me, I never knew you. Like, can you imagine the sorrow he must feel, because he loves them too. He loves them so much. But I don't know, I just wanted to come on here and talk about that more. I probably shouldn't talk anymore because of my throat. It's gonna be bad. Hopefully it gets better with just sleeping and resting it, but pray for my throat and my pain. Hello, it is Tuesday. Oh, I sound weird because my ears are all plugged for my allergies. You can see little bun over there. I stayed home from work again today, but I felt a lot better when I woke up today. I actually got to sleep last night. The last few nights when I was trying to sleep, I was so hot, and I had a low fever, but it was like, I didn't feel like I had a fever. It's really hard to explain, because I mean, you know, when you have a fever, you're like cold and like clammy and hot, but, you know, shivery. But I just felt hot. Like, I had the fan on and things, and like I didn't want to have any blankets on. My fever almost got to 101 yesterday, but then I started taking Dayquil, which has Tylenol in it, which is a fever reducer. So I was taking that to help with my allergies, because like when my allergies get really bad, if I take Dayquil, it helps the most. But I actually slept good last night. I was waking up kind of every hour. I think I went to bed at like 7:30ish. So until like 10 o'clock, I was waking up each hour, probably a couple times an hour. And I was like, dang it, I'm not going to be able to sleep again, because I did get to take a nap yesterday, and I took a nap for 2 hours. So then when I was going to sleep, I was like, man, am I going to be able to sleep good because I took a nap? But I did. I slept pretty good. I just still feel so weak and so tired. And then since I had stopped that Agestin pill, I had some like breakthrough bleeding today, but last night I did start taking my Slind birth control again. But I'm hoping I don't have like a full-on period, because that's just gonna make me feel bad too. I was having hot flashes this morning, so we'll see if that keeps going, but I just figured it'd be better for me to stay home and rest another day, because I didn't want to start going backward. Also, from my allergies, my drainage is so bad. Oh, it makes my throat burn. And so like I've been keep taking my Dayquil and my allergy pills. My mom was thinking that since I had that reaction to that medication, and it like just knocked everything out of my body, I've just been so drained that like my body can't fight off the allergies like normal. So I think that's what's just made me have like a full-on allergy attack. I used to get them once or twice a year in California when we lived there. And then when we moved here and lived in the hotel room for almost a month, I had 2 of them. So allergies are much worse here. So, but I just kind of wanted to update you. I don't really have much of an appetite since I just feel so drained. So I've just been trying to force myself to drink my protein drinks, drink a lot of water. I ate some soup this morning just to have something else in my stomach. So if I need to take more medicine, I can. But I'm just still so drained, and I'm just so tired of trying all these different medicines and having this type of stuff happen because it just interferes with everything, with just how I feel, going to work, doing my school, you know, it interferes with everything. And yesterday when I was talking to my doctor that had prescribed the medicine for me, she's like, oh my gosh, I've never had anybody, have a reaction like that to it before, which doesn't surprise me at all. I always have the weird reactions to medicine. And she was like, well, do you think you might have something else going on? I'm like, I don't think so. All I've had is my allergies, which you can tell. And I know it's from a big chunk of all of me feeling bad is from this pill because the way I felt with like the hormone changes and the hot flashes and all that, I get that with all of these pills. So I'm like, I know it's from that pill. So I'm just glad that I stopped taking it, but I'm hoping I feel better, even just tomorrow, but toward the weekend, because my grandpa's coming to visit us from California, so I hope I feel better so I don't just have to stay in my room. I know I'll have some homework to do, but I just, I'd rather feel better when we have, company coming. So we shall see. But that's what we're doing right now. My mom's going to my work to pick up some encounter forms so I can prep them for the rest of the week. That way, I just feel so bad when I have all this stuff happen with my health, and it just affects my job because it's not their fault. I know it's not my fault either, and I don't want to cry because, crying doesn't make it better, but I don't know. I just feel bad. So I'm glad I get to do some work today, and then I won't feel so guilty. Hello. I wanted to, oh my gosh, I just did my neti pop, and since I've been having these really bad allergies the last few days, I've tried to do it, but it the day before yesterday, it was barely coming through, and so it kept going in the back of my throat. I was choking on it, and then yesterday I tried to do it, it wouldn't come out at all, so then I was choking on it. And then today I can actually breathe through my nose, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna try it again, and I actually did it. But now this ear is plucked up, so I think I'm gonna have to put peroxide in it again. But saying that out loud was the first time hearing me talk, so I could actually hear that it was plucked up. Anyway, I got some things in the mail today. One of them is a PR package. So it was from a company called Her Bio. They reached out to me on Instagram, and they create personalized supplement lines for how pretty it looks, for women, but it's specifically ones with endometriosis, going through menopause, those type of things, PCOS. So if you are interested in looking at their website, you can take a quiz on there, and they will tell you exactly what they think you should have in your I'm sorry, I'm not going to be talking very well in this just because of all my things that have been going on, and then I actually went to work today, so I'm very tired. But your own personal supplement. So let's see here.
my little box got kind of squished. Let's see. So it is on, if you want to look at them on Instagram, it's at Her Bio Health. So there's her little thingy. And then, oh, they sent me a cute little note. So cute. I will have to try these and get back to you guys to see how they are. Let's see, but here is, this is my, oh, how cute. Okay, so they come in this, and then you get your own little tin to put them in. So I guess if you reorder them, you get this, and then you can just refill up your tin, because this is a really nice little, like, tin canister. How cute is that? And it says, empower women to live longer, healthier lives. How cute. And then here is my blend. So let's see what I've got in here. Got vitamin A, vitamin C, D, E, B1, B2, B3, B6, B9, B7, tocopherols, oh, and B5, sorry, skipped him. Iodine, zinc, selenium, manganese, I don't even know if I ever say that right. Chromium, molybdenum, choline, curcumin, oh, that's good that that's in there. Boswellia, oh, we were just talking about that Boswellia on the Spicy and Pure Spectrum creators meeting on, it was kind of like a Zoom type meeting. We were talking about that because that's really good for endometriosis. So that's cool that that's in there. Let's open it and see what they look like inside, because we're gonna put them in our little canister. Ooh, they're pretty. Look at. And I was reading about their brand online. They're brand new, but they put them in there like that because it helps your body break it down way easier. And it like ensures that you're getting all the nutrients, which I think is cool. Okay, there's my, how cool is that? So I'm gonna have to try those and tell you guys what I think of it. I'm very excited. Hopefully they'll make it in my, I'll probably talk about them, and I'm planning on making a video about all of my, like survival tools for endometriosis, so I'll definitely probably talk about these in there, but we'll see if I notice a difference from them. This is so cool, and they have sent me a really cute little note too. I'll have to read that later. But then the second thing I got in the mail is this. This is from, I bought this. This is from Hugs, I think is the company, with a Z at the end. But it's kind of like, you guys know I have the my warmies, like these little things. They're like little stuffed animals, but they have little beads in them and lavender, and then you can put them in the microwave and heat them up. And then like I'll use them on my neck, like that one's for your neck because it's a much longer one, and like you can probably hear the little beads in there. And then I have my little manatee one that I use on my stomach, but the manatee one, he's like shorter, which he works good for my stomach, but if you're having pain like across your whole tummy, it's like that one's kind of small for that, so you have to kind of like focus it where you want it. Like he's really good if I'm having just pain on one side. But this brand that I found, oh my gosh, this thing is huge in here. This one I found, these ones are weighted, so they're like, I mean the warmies are kind of weighted, but these are like weighted, whereas they say like you can just put it on your chest for anxiety and it's supposed to help you. So it's like, what do you call that, advertised as like really weighted, and they this one's much bigger. He's a manta ray is the animal that I got, so he'll fit on your whole your whole abdomen, which I'm like, I'm so excited because now I'll have one that I can use on my whole tummy, because a lot of the time I need one on my whole tummy. So, and these ones, I'm pretty sure the warmies you can probably put in the freezer too, but like these ones, they advertise it as you can do hot or cold. Therapeutic weighted stuffed animal designed to provide comfort and relief from stress, anxiety, and depression. Mental health is health. So you can see, look at his face. So cute. Oh, he has a little card in here. Okay, so then it shows you how you can clean them, to chill them, put them in a freezer bag and chill for 2 to 3 hours. Ooh, can help inflammation and reducing temperature. Heat, you can do it 30 seconds at a time. Only heat when your hugs is at room temperature. Overheating will damage. Warm hugs can help relieve, soothe, and comfort. Cute. Okay, here he is. Oh, he is heavy. Look at it. Oh, his smile. Yeah, he is heavy. But yeah, you could put him on your chest. But see how big he is? He's gonna be perfect. Perfect for my... Oh. Look what else is in here. I'm a sucker for stuff like this. A birth certificate for him. What should we name him? Oh, I got fluff in my mouth. How cute though. Oh. His tail. They call him online Ray the Manta Ray. But I think we can do better than that. We can do a better name for him. But like, oh, he's perfect. I'm so excited. So excited. Well, anyway, that was today's mail. I wanted to show you, oh, here's their website. I don't know if that's supposed to be .com or not, but just type that in and then it should come up. But what a cute like box they come in too, and then like the birth certificate. That's so cute. I love stuff like that. But anyway, thank you for watching. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe, and comment below what you want his name to be, because we got to put it on the birth certificate. He's our child, so we need to give him a name. So please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching. TTFN. Tata for now. Bye. Oh. Bye.